1996, I started with me as a 5-year-old in kindergarten, and the thing I remember most about kindergarten is that we all had nap time, and during nap time we would watch one of three movies to make us fall asleep. It would either be Pinocchio, which I fucking hated, The Aristocats, which I liked that movie a lot, but I didn't love it enough that I was willing to see it every single day. So after a while, I definitely started getting tired of it. All the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which I still love to this day. So as a kid, that was like my all-time favorite thing ever, and I looked forward to seeing it every single nap time. And it always pissed me off that I fell asleep before it ended. I didn't really find out how the movie ended until I was like in middle school. But then the thing that I remember the most about when I was in elementary school is something that happened that year. Kindergarten. It was in May, my birthday. I turned 6 years old, and oh my god, I didn't actually bring it. My mom bought a cake, whatever, and I shared it with the class, or at least that's what I thought was happening. But really, I basically just gave that motherfucker away, and here's why. Because first of all, it pisses me off that I got the same size piece as everyone else. I'm the fucking birthday boy. I'm supposed to get the biggest piece. Also, I wanted a fucking corner piece. I didn't get a corner piece. Do you know what happened? They made us line up alphabetically because that's fair. And then they sliced it up evenly so that everyone got the same portion because that's what's fair. Bitch, fuck fair. It's my fucking birthday. So anyways, they slice it up, they make us wait in line, so not only do I not get the first piece, I don't get the biggest piece, I get the same size piece of everyone else. It's not even a corner, and I had to fucking wait in line behind like 6 other kids before I fucking got it. That's bullshit. How the fuck you gonna treat a kid like that on his birthday? And then to make it worse, I ended up dropping my cake. For some fucking reason, they made us eat outside, and in the process of running outside, I dropped my cake and it landed in the grass, and I tried to ask for a new one, but they wouldn't give me one. Why? Because it's not fair to the other students. Fuck the other students. It's my fucking birthday. It's not their shit. I shouldn't have even had to share the cake at all. It's my fucking birthday. Fuck them kids. Anyways, that was the first major disappointment of my life. And that was the first time that I learned life's a bitch. And I fucking hate everybody. And it pissed me off the most because there was plenty of cake left and them motherfuckers teachers just didn't want to give us any so that they could have it for them fucking selves. Fuck those assholes. I'm done. As you can see, this kind of shit, it still pisses me off to this day. It was my motherfucking birthday, goddammit. How you gonna treat a 6-year-old like that? Shit! And then, my birthday is in May, which is at the very end of the year. So, not too long after that, I find myself in summer. And as a kid, basically from the age of 5 to 10 years old, we moved into this really big house. And I think that's the thing I remember most about that summer, other than, of course, the fact that every single summer of my life, the times when we would normally have been in school, my grandmother walked us like a slave driver, making us clean every inch of the house from top to bottom until it was spotless. And if it was already spotless, well, you clean it again, bitch. She wanted to make sure we didn't have too much free time on our hands. And then she would find every random reason she could to beat the shit out of us. But outside of that, because that just became part of my life, I just figured, this is how everyone lives. But at that point in time, that year, the biggest thing was that we moved into a new 2-story house. And the most fucked up part about it, everyone had their own room except me. Grandmother had a room with not only her own closet, but also a bathroom. Mother had her own room, sister had her own room, they both had closets. And we had a guest room that had a closet, and they made me sleep in the fucking family room. What the fuck kind of shit is that? What the fuck? You can't even let a kid have his own bedroom. No, you're gonna make him sleep out on the couch in the middle of a fucking living room. That's some bullshit. Anyways, school started again, new school, 1st grade, and a lot of shit happened. I don't remember at which point in the year, but a lot of things happened. One of the biggest things I think that happened in the beginning of the year was that I got pissed for whatever reason and I just started throwing shit at people. Yeah, there were a couple of different instances of that happening. Once I was at the playground and I got pissed and I just started picking up rocks and just throwing them at everybody that I saw. And another instance when I was in class and I just picked up everybody's lunchboxes and threw it at them. And back then we still had metal lunchboxes, so yeah, I hit a few people. That's when they realized I might have some serious behavioral problems. and I started and so they started putting me in some of the special needs class just to get me away from the other students. But the truth is, I was actually more advanced than the other students because I remember one also huge thing that happened in first grade. I read to another first grade class. I mean, apparently I was the only 6-year-old on the planet who could already read. They couldn't even finish a picture book, something fully illustrated that has no words. They couldn't even have the patience to finish that. I was already reading chapter books. I mean, most of them had illustrations, but they were actually full chapter books with fully formulated sentences and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what my life was like in 1996. Disappointment, excitement, new adventures, and a lot of trouble on the horizon. The thing I miss most about you is the thing I miss most just about elementary school in general, because back then as a child, I never cared about consequences or I never thought about the future. All I did was do my best to enjoy the now as much as I could. I mean, I know that sounds selfish, but at the same time, it's kind of a good way to live. I wish I could do more of that.